The
Good
Charlie
evening,
Rock Show.
everybody.
If you worked
It's your
for
man,
500
Charlie
years
Rock.
for free, do
We're
you
here
deserve
on
reparations?
TikTok, and we won't stop because we got the rock. Charlie Rock. Check this out. Today, we want to talk about reparations. Reparations. You know, I reached out to some friends of mine, some Caucasian friends of mine who I hold dear to my heart. But every time I ask them about reparations, they just can't seem to find in their heart to understand that my people deserve reparations. They can't seem to find in their heart that we have suffered behind the hands of a regime that used us for free slave labor. And they made it right with the Jewish people. They made it right with the Japanese people. They made it right with every other people that have been taken advantage of by this U.S. corporation. But when it comes down to us, the brown indigenous aborigines of America, the people that were already here before Chris Columbus got here, they can't seem to find any reparation. But they can find money for war. They can find money for building bridges. They can find money to start problems, little wars overseas. They can find money for everything, including sending money overseas to other countries that they have health care. We don't have health care. The very main countries that we support to help deal with the Gaza Strip and ruining those people and unaliving a lot of children over there. But yet, on our behalf, we can't get anything. We can't seem to get any money, can't seem to get any honey. No matter what we do, we just can't get a breakthrough. So I'm sick and tired, being sick and tired of voting for the Democratic parties and getting blue balls. Because it's like taking a woman on a date. Listen to me. Listen. The Democratic Party is like taking a woman on a date. You date a woman for 3 weeks, y'all on the phone, you're kicking, you cupcaking. We both heterosexual people. We know what we desire from each other. We even speak about it on the phone, you know, as we're getting a little tuned up, if you know what I mean. So in the process, in the meantime, between time, I'm thinking that we're going to have a great time after a good dinner, a good date, a wonderful evening. I think we can have a great, happy ending. But all I end up with is the blue balls. And even though you got the blue ticket, the Democratic Party, all they do is give black people, so-called aborigines, so-called indigenous, so-called black Indians, so-called African American, so-called black man. But we really are the Indians of America. And we really are the refugees in our own land. And they're holding us hostage. And they're holding our land hostage. And it's time that they act right and give us some reparations. Like, give our land back. That's all we ask for, because you took it by default and you took it by hook or crook. You don't keep your contracts. You don't do what you say you're going to do. You use and abuse. You traumatize and monetize. Traumatize, monetize. Wars, more wars, and no money for the people at home. You take better care of foreigners than you do our own people in this land. We got lands over there where they got health care, they got everything they need, they get monies for every time they have children. They got all types of activities for the other countries over here that we support and send $20 billion to a year to help support wars all over the world, but we can't do anything for our own people right here in America. I tell you, we have taxation with no representation, and we have inflation with no compensation. So it's about the time for people to stop playing in our face and do something for the American people. And for those who out there who say that we don't deserve reparations, if it was your mama and your daddy who got used and abused for 500 years and your ancestors, and you never got compensated, and they tell you move on, how would you feel? So comment down below. Do we deserve reparations or no? Yes or no? I believe we do. Because when you injure somebody, according to common law, you must repair them. And at this point, we have been injured beyond repair, but nobody seems to care. But I'm here to speak up on behalf of my people, the American brown, indigenous, aborigine, Indians of America, and Egyptians or whatever else you mix with. Because if you're brown, they're trying to put you down. If you're white, they're trying to say you're right. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to be racist. I'm here to just be truthful. So we need some help over here. Hey, how about a hand up? How about an economic standing, an economic footing for the brown man? So stay tuned to the Charlie Rock Show, because we're talking about some real issues. And we have the issue with the lesser of the two evils. I'm tired of trying to vote for the lesser of the two evils. You know, I might vote for Cornel West. I might vote for myself. But at the end of the day, it's time now for them to pay us reparations. Because we're sick and tired of being sick and tired of you finding excuses and finding money for everybody and everything else except for us brown and indigenous aborigines of America. Chris Columbus, F you, man.